Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be working with some more protein soup and upgrading our power a little bit and dabbling just a tad in a little bit of Botania. So, I hope you guys are ready. So, already, right off the bat, I am taking my reactor down, and we're gonna upgrade this reactor. This reactor cannot sustain the power that this requires for creating our diamonds. It can't. It cannot support it. We need to be gaining way more than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with a lovely 4 reactor fuel rod. And it's going to be a 3x3 in the center. But on the outside it's going to be a 5x5. And we should have plenty to do this. I do need to break this down though. Just going to break that. There we go. And I'm going to place it here. Right here, in our center room. Now, it doesn't need to be too tall, I don't think. I actually want to have it go up, actually, now that I look at it. I might actually want to break this whole section down and go up with this thing. And it would kind of look cool. Look pretty cool, actually. So yeah, I'm going to bring this thing up, basically removing the rods. I'm going to put the rods up here. But this would be like a nice housing up here for this machine. And we can have like supporting walls to kind of give it a look. Like things don't have to look that great, but I kind of like to incorporate some of these big central components anyways. So yeah, we can still leave this. It can be the base. We just need to go down here, grab up all of our cores, and then come back up. Alright. So, a good thing would be to go ahead and get our rods going. So with this, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to do 6 up. That should get us a good amount of power. Like, a pretty good amount of power. Let's see. And then up through here. Bam. And then our core caps on the top, the reactor core rods. Just like that. And now I actually want to use gold on the interior. We could use diamond, but we don't have enough. So diamond would be something that we really don't have a lot of, and this actually will help a lot. We could probably boost a couple of thousand RF extra just by lining this with a material on the inside. I don't know if this, yeah, this should show you all the materials that can be used in here. I don't know if there's a... So we have blocks of aluminum, zirconium, platinum, iron, all these different things, vibrant alloys, all these different materials that could help us. Even glass, awaken zirconium. That seems like it'd make it hotter than colder. Graphite blocks, blocks of inderium. Like there's tons of different things we can put in here. But for right now, I'm just going to put gold. Because I know by default, it's pretty similar. You're probably going to lose like a couple, maybe 100 or so RF a tick difference than the diamond, but that's not too concerning for me. So right now our power is off, which means I hope we have enough reactor casings. I would have loved to have had my builder's wand. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, and I definitely don't have that on me. So yeah, I've got to make my way all the way up here. One of these sides is going to be our power. How about we do that over here? We set our power tap here. Power tap. The insert and export. We can put our controller here. Piece of reactor glass so we can see inside. And everything else should be fine. Perfect. We can set our power back. And just, yeah, just finish up building the rest of this. Alright, so our multi-block is complete. Now all we gotta do is fill this thing. Also, we'll convert this to the other one. Perfect. We'll come back down here. And let's go ahead and grab all of our Yellorium. We'll just dump that over here. Let's fill this thing up. Turn it on. Let's see how much RF per tick we can actually produce this thing. I'm going to assume it's going to be close to 8. Yeah. It's about 8,000 RF per tick. And we really upgraded this thing, you know? I really think the interior blocks have been really changed. So the efficiencies for the interior blocks have really been changed in this pack. So we'll have to kind of figure out what's best as we go along. But, I mean, for this amount, man, I mean, 1.8, that's about right. But, yeah, it's going to be consuming. So, now that we have some power, let's see if I can turn this on and keep this thing running. I might have to limit the power on this. Probably have to limit the power. We'll do... I mean, I guess if we're pulling in that, we can do 3,000 RF a tick. Maximum on this bad boy. And then flip a lever to turn it on. Yeah, it'll just make it a little bit slower, which is fine. That is perfectly fine. But what I'm wanting is to be able to maintain and keep this running as well. So yeah, let's get a drawer. Or actually, we could probably get a end chest and dye it a different color. Let's see. Maybe some yellows? Yellow would probably be good. Solid yellow for Yellorium. How do you get these clean? Do you have to use white? Bone meal, then... Oh, we have to do floral powder. What am I doing? We need a pestle. There'll be nothing in that. Good. And I'll just combine it in my inventory to get the other one. Which should be perfect. Take that. Combine it in here. Now we have 2. And then I can just set this here. And this bad boy can go here for right now. Till we can pipe some out. I don't know if a flat transfer node. Let's get some item transfer nodes going. Awesome. And that should keep that filled. And just like that, we're good. Okay. And that should be filling up, right? That's losing. Oh no. What do we have using yellow, yellow, yellow? This is something that we'll probably end up running into. That I figured we'd probably run into. I don't think I have anything using yellow, yellow, yellow. Alright, I see what it was doing. It was actually just filling up the internal buffer of the transfer node. I totally forgot about the buffer. I've been using like item conduits for so long that I totally forgot about that. Alright, so now that we have that done, like originally we set out to not have diamond. Like diamond was something we wanted to get, but then we came across this, that we needed to actually use some of this protein soup, right? And that's what we're going to kind of mess with today to kind of get that protein soup route going. Because I know we're going to run into it, we're going to need to use this for stuff. For one, it's going to be used to make egg yolks. But like I said, I don't know if that is necessary. Because you can get eggs in other ways. So yeah, I don't know if that's exactly necessary. But the biomash we are able to get. I'm pretty sure we're able to automate it. It's just the recipe is weird. For that, it doesn't actually show up. So you'd have to actually know how to make biomash. But as you can see, it's used inside of a fermenter to make mushroom stew, liquid chorus, which is really important, milk, and we're already making nether meat. Milk is going to be very important later on. So this protein stuff is going to be useful in a large range of different things. So what should we do with this? Well, I think we should make a tank or a drum. I think we should go with the drum. We should do an iron drum as our tank buffer. Just like that. All right, so a regular iron drum will be fine. And then a tank. An ender tank. So let's do that. Good old-fashioned ender tank. Now by default this is set to white, but the protein, let's set that to red, yellow, red. So we need one yellow dye for this. So for one of these, we can dye it yellow. But first I want to set up the tank, so let's go ahead and dye this yellow real quick. Pick that up. That should have drained out all that lava that was built up in there. And then we can combine these together. Alright, so now we have our two tanks. Technically we'll probably have more later on, but for right now this is going to be a good amount. We need some way to pipe that fluid out, and I think it doesn't really need to be that fast, but a regular fluid transfer would be just fine probably. Or technically we can try out these pipes. Now that we've made them, we could use them. I think they work the way I think they work. Let's try this. So on the central block here, if you give it a redstone signal, like that, it will pipe out. No, that's only with immersive machines. Okay. I was about to say, I know they do pipe fluids. They do actually work. But it's best with immersive stuff. Unless I'm doing it wrong. I could be doing it wrong. Alright, so. Fluid transfer. Let's go ahead and get this set up. I think this will be just fine. Let's lower this down one. So that way it has less space to think about where it's placing the item. One block space. There it is. Filled that up. And then we can do another one. Because that's going to be our buffer. And I'm out of pipes, ain't I? Just make a few more. And when I say a few, it's just a whole stack. Alright, so we'll get that and an inner tank. So we can move this stuff around. Perfect. So we got protein soup going places. Now, we need some way to auto farm. And a really good auto farm is right at our fingertips, guys. Right at our fingertips. Let's go ahead and get our auto farm set up. So, we're going to need a farmer. Very simple. Very, very easy to use. I don't think I have any nori, so we're probably going to have to make that. But that's just simply iron. Iron and atomic reconstructor. And that should be plenty for 4 blocks. And we'll go ahead and make a farmer. I need some more seeds as well. As you can see, I'm out. Let's set up the seeds. Should have some regular over here. And there's some seeds. Awesome. And I don't want to use wheat, I don't think. Because I don't think wheat can be used in that in the method that I was working with. So let's go ahead. We'll just go ahead and we'll get the farmer set up. I want to use carrots. Of course, we can make more farmers. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's grab our farmer point. So go ahead and make a point real quick. So farmer point, a lever for turning it on and off, and then we need to also have an ender chest to pull it out. We probably need to dye this as well. Do we have green? Yes. So I'll do 2 green on this. And that should be good. By the way, we should have diamond. Let's make a diamond pick. It'd be way faster. Way faster than the current pick we've been using. There we go. And get rid of that weak thing. Wow, this really doesn't feel that much faster. I guess I should have done tinkers all the way through. Alright, so let's go ahead and put that there. Then we got some doubles. Awesome. And of course we need some item pipes, but we have those. So we should be good. Should be ready to go. Should be completely ready. Alright, this technically can stay where it's at. It doesn't need to go anywhere. Now that I look at it, that's perfectly fine where it was at. Let's place it back. I need the farmer to go here, facing the other direction. Like that. Alright, our point can go on top. And it's probably going to already start working, right? Right. Okay. I want carrots, though. Let's go ahead and get that. Take my carrots. And that's what I want it to only plant. Perfect. Planted all my carrots. Let's go ahead and clear this awful mess out. Awesome. Alright, so our carrots are planted. Later on we could, of course, add to this, but for right now, like I said, I only want that output to go in here. And this will be our, like, vegetation chest. In which it should only be these carrots. Right? And it should auto-plant for us, right? Yeah. But, I mean, once we get this whole thing filled up, this won't take any time at all. And we can speed this up. There it goes. Want to make your farms grow really fast? This is how you do it. There we go. Alright, so our farm is full. Once this buffer fills up, it should start putting it over here, and that's where we're going to need to get it going, like soon. Is this in the fastest mode? Seems really slow. And honestly, we could probably do it a couple other different ways. We don't have to use this farmer. We have garden cloches. There's so many other ways we can do this. I'm just doing it this way. As we keep it over there, it shouldn't be a big deal. All right, over here, we need to set up, once that gets done and gets the buffer done, we have a knife that we need to use. That should last quite a while. So I'm not, like, when it runs out, I guess I can hand replace it, but it should last quite a while. So let's make a crafter. Mechanical crafter. And that should be plenty for us. Like, it should automatically pull from here with the knife in it, and then we need some way to push those items. So a flat transfer node would probably be just fine. And that can go right here. So we have our chest here that should collect this stuff. This should automatically pull from that crafter. We do need to go ahead and actually grab some of those carrots. Let's go ahead and grab that. We'll put the knife in here. We need to say this, keep auxiliary items in input. Yes. So it should keep this always in the input. And that. And when there's stuff inside this inner chest, it should know. Oh man, it doesn't actually show us. It doesn't actually give us that item. Let's see if we can force it to recognize that. Because there is no like recipe for it, so that is an issue. I guess I can do it with 1, can it? So that would give us 16 biomash for that recipe. We can't set the output. Well, I guess we're going to be stuck doing a crafter that is probably powered. No, even these crafters need to know that the recipe exists. Yeah, that's an issue. Since there's nothing that shows the recipe, then this won't work. Bummer. Bummer. Well, anyways, at least we'll have carrots built up so I can make more of this protein. And I guess I'll just have to manually throw it in there when we get a nice buildup of it, I guess. Alright, so now that we have the protein soup, and we can't, automating it, we'll have to figure out another way. I'm sure there's a way. You guys will let me know, I'm sure. But yeah, it's weird that the crafters are just not wanting to cooperate. I think I can do it inside with, or at least I should be able to automate the crafting with refined storage. I think. Because we can specify custom crafting recipes for this, so we could probably just set up auto crafting to automatically pipe into a certain item and have a crafting card just to make sure it stores it. We can do that, figure out how to do that. But for right now, I guess we could get started on making dragon's breath. That's one of the bigger items that we need to make. And plus, we need to get some of that liquid chorus anyways. So that's what we're going to work on getting, liquid chorus. So, liquid chorus you get with ender pearls in a fermenting, or a fermenter with some fertilizer, of course. And that should get us exactly what we need. So, that is actually not too hard. Not too hard at all. So, let's see. We have refinery. That's not the issue. We need fermenter. Alright, so fermenter. Not too hard to get here. Don't we have sticks? Why is this not working? There's our fermenter. Perfect. And that should work just fine. And we can set this up right next to our central area where we're working on all this. So we'll take that fermenter. We need to take some compost. And we can set that up over here. Also, we probably need a energy conduit. And we'll just plop this bad boy right here. Give it some compost. Once this has some, it should put some protein in there. And that should work, right? I don't know how much this actually produces for each protein. 1,000. So yeah, this will work. Alright. Take our ender pearls. Put those in there, and that should make dragon's breath for us. Once we give it some power. And there we go. Or liquid chorus. Sorry, liquid chorus. And like I said, that liquid chorus will be used later on. we really don't need much of it, actually. We just need enough to make a block, which I think enough to make a block of that liquid chorus. Let's see. The uses for this, we need it in the drying basin because we need to get the crystallized, because this will be broken down into crystal chorus chunks, which will be used later on to make these, which definitely are used. As you can see, the dragon's eye, which is a custom thing. We need to go through Botania. I think I'm about to start really diving hard into Botania. That is going to provide us with a good armor, so provide us with some better tools, and we're also going to be fighting a few of the bosses. Now, I've done Botania in the past. I know how to work through Botania. I don't think there was too many changes. Now that we have diamonds, I can actually do all the way through Botania, I do believe. And currently, I should change this up. Let's get a mana spreader. This right here, we should have access to. Mana spreader. And I need mana pools, 3 more. And of course, I'm going to run out of stone. So that's where this comes in handy. We'll head on over here. Oh wow, that thinks that that just broke that pipe as if it was wood. And we'll just get this all placed down, and that should get our extra mana pools. And this is just going to help us gain a little bit more mana, because right now we have a good amount of mana, but we're going to need more than what's in this pool. And we're going to need multiple pools very soon. Very, very soon. So getting that set up will be great. Another great thing we could do is make a mana tablet. I don't think I can do that yet, but I'll need a mana tablet when we go to moving these pools around. Because I basically need to transfer this pool. Need to transfer this pool to this pool, and we do that. We can do that through a mana tablet. All right, we can accelerate this. Perfect. Look at that. And that's going to break all of our machines, isn't it? Yep. Fun, fun. We need to figure out a better place for this. We need a better place. Wrong way. Yeah, or just break it by hand. I guess we could do that as well. There we go, and place this back. Alright. But what we have on us, that should be plenty, I think. Accelerate one that. And it looks like it's going to rain. We got a storm on our hands. Just do it that way. That works. Alright, so that should be enough. Let me place it down one last time. Alright, and we'll actually work on making a couple more mana pools. There's that, and we need a mana tablet. Alright, we also need our wand. Yeah, I think the next couple episodes we're going to work on getting Botania done. It's definitely needed. Let's look at this. Sparing 2 tablets. That's what we need to set that to. I'm sure we're going to end up wasting a little bit of mana with these, of course, injecting mana directly into this over and over again. That's going to be a big part of this, but once that mana tablet's full, which it should consume about half of that, I think. We'll see when this stops. Should consume just about close to half. We can transfer that to this. Which, I don't know how this is gaining mana. Oh, this is hitting that, isn't it? It is hitting that. That's interesting. Alright, so this is set to sparing. Oh wow, we can use our acceleration wand. That's interesting. We are able to use our acceleration wand on this. Oh, that's so good. Huh. I wonder how we could use our acceleration wand to like dramatically speed things up here. Alright, this is something that I actually want to grab. I gotta be careful with this, because I don't want to lose this. That's very important. We can actually set that under here. Awesome. Place that down. And what we kind of need to do is force this to connect to the top side of this. There we go. Now that should work. It should go just a little bit higher. There we go. Filling all of these mana pools with mana. Looks good. I notice these back ones, they should be... Yeah, there they go. You say the back ones should be getting... Like some things you can use acceleration wand for, some things you can't. But anyways, we're going to be really working with Botania very soon. So I hope you guys are ready for that. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, where we did quite a lot actually. We got quite a lot of stuff changed and set up. We're going to be able to move on very soon. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Guys, and also give this video a huge thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And as always, thanks for watching.